Very well. To display this, again in Annotate tab, if from this part I select these, I set this to preview visibility, and then I uncheck front. OK, selecting the other drawer, unchecking front. Since I don't want it to be visible in front, unchecking front again. Then the panels or the doors, unchecking the front and clicking on OK. Well done. And also these, unchecking front, OK. And also these, visibility, unchecking front. Well done. I turn off the preview visibility. After doing this and making sure that they are not visible in the front view, here I can open the Annotate tab, masking region, and then I draw the mask like this to cover it. I set it to invisible lines and finish. Afterwards, here I click on symbolic lines, pick, lock, setting it to elevation, swing, projection. Then I click on these lines, or I pick them to draw them like this way. Check it out. To draw the geometry. Very well. Let's check the visibility. We have drawn these, again select, pick line. Actually, rectangle. I draw these two rectangles. Great. Control Z, undo. Control Y, and then these, delete them. Deleting these as well. Again, Annotate tab, symbolic line, select. Then drawing the rectangle like this way. Let me see. Line by this way. Very well. Great. And we have created this as well. VH to hide these. VV, visibility graphic, override reference planes. Great. Let me check the projection. Let me see. They have been set to projection. Then I select these all by this way. Select, then setting them to elevation, swing, projection. 1 to 2, OK, like this way. Then I should move this downwards, like this, by this way. And then for this part, for the openings, I can open Annotate tab, symbolic line, and then I can show the drawers with crossing lines, and then I can show the opening doors like this way as symbolic lines. Watch this. Great. Turning off the preview. OK. Then I open the left and right views. I turn off this. Then I select them to remove the visibility in left and right views. OK. You know, it reduces the size of the file in the views, and we only need the visibility of these items only at the 3D view, not at the elevations. So we select each of them, then uncheck left and right views as well. Cancel. Void. Unchecking left and right. Okay. And then for this part, again, annotate tab, masking region. Then I draw these lines like this way. For the left view, I select them all, invisible, and then finish to save the changes. Great, annotate tab, symbolic line. Again, I start drawing by this way to have the boundaries. Again, we continue like this way, and the next one. By this way, we reset it. Open the 3D view, Control S to save the file, and then I open a new project template file to test them. And previously, you remember that I mentioned for multiple times that we have to test the families before using them in the projects, okay? Just to check them out if they are working correctly, okay? So we are ensuring ourselves that just making sure that we are using the correct version of the components. I add the base cabinet. Watch this. Here this line shows the opening of the cabinet. And the type of the line was, let me check, elevation swing cut. So I open the project template file, setting the scale to 1 to 100, opening manage tab, object styles. I search for casework. Check this out, elevation swing, it is okay. Then from this part, elevation swing, okay. Then let me do something else. In the family, manage, object styles. I create a new subcategory. I name it hidden lines. Panel hidden line, casework, dash for the line pattern, and OK. Then I want to select these lines and watch this. Panel hidden line dash projection. Then loading it into the project and overriding the existing version. Objective styles, casework. Let me see. Here I can select the type of the line. Dash dot. The line pattern. Like this way. It is visible. Then if I open the south view, this is the details and this is perfect. Or if you open the east and west views, we can see the cabinets itself, but the symbolic lines and the patterns that we have prepared. Here, if I want to duplicate it, watch this, we're making some copies using array 5. Check it out in the 3D view. Then I select them all, ungroup, and then we can adjust the panel openings for each, different numbers, 45, 90, 60, 70 degrees. Watch this here. We have to fix this part since they are not working correctly. Okay, so we just were at the testing level. Let me test 32 degrees. Watch this. The panel is not fixed, so we should fix it. We reset it. Then I select these two doors and selecting the reference planes, isolate them. I like this. Well done. Constrain them by this way. Then I load it into the project, overwrite. Great. Then I open the plan view. Watch this. Elevations. And the symbolic lines are okay. Watch the lines. And we forgot to set the drawers to instance parameters. So I set instance. No, we just understood this while we were testing the families. So do not import your families into project without testing them or before testing them, okay? 90, 10, 250, 125. Check it out. 90 and 90 degrees for both. 500s and 500s for both. 45 and 45. 250 and 50. And I want to leave the last one close. I want to launch Inkscape to check them out, then we will go through the next session. Watch this. Great, these are the drawers, the cabinets that are presented in a realistic way in Inkscape. Watch this. So by this way we can present the families in a professional way, like this way. So after making these examples, we just want to teach you how to create whatever families that you want, because all of these structures are the same, but sometimes we got different details. However, in some of the families we don't need to create parameters. Have we talked about them before? We just a preview and then we save the file.